The Pfaff Creative 4.5 sewing machine is what I call a machine with layers. You know, you can pick a stitch, pick a decorative stitch and stitch it out, but on the Pfaff, you can go do other things to that stitch that other machines cannot do, trust me. And then you can do that technique, and then there'll be one more layer behind it that we can do again to it. Let me show you what I mean when we talk about tapering the stitch. So you can pick any decorative stitch. Let's pull one up on the screen. This is a fun one. And go down to what's called the sewing program. This little tab right here has a variety of things in it, such as tapering and also a patchwork program. I'm going to show that separately in a different video, but let's focus on the tapering section. So you notice there's a little box up here at the top and a little box or bubble here at the bottom. All right, so what we have here is an option to taper the beginning and end of this stitch. Now you'll be able to start to sew, and when we do, we can sew however long we want to go, and then we can touch the reverse button to tell the machine when we want it to do the end taper. That is going to then finish up the stitch as we have chosen. Now, you know that if you see a little bubble and you see a small little white arrow at the bottom right corner, you can touch and hold it. When you do, you are going to be amazed. So here is all the tapering options. The 60 was just the last one I had selected. So if we pick, for example, a 30-degree to the right, I would get something that looked like that. And if I change the bottom one, if you touch it and it's not green, you'll get no tapering. But if you touch and hold it, let's go ahead 30 to the other side. Here we go. Look, see how it would do that look as we go. So you have tapering for center, and you'll see what it does. Let's taper the bottom one as well and see what it looks like at 60. That would be fun, is that one really shows up. But the neat thing is you can do this for any of these stitches and then turn on the tapering and see what it's going to do. See, you're going to be all of a sudden being able to do more things to all the decorative stitches than you thought ever possible. So let's go to this 11, or stitch number 11 here, and let's go ahead and do a quick little tapering. It does recommend 2A. I am going to switch back. These stitches are without the IDT. Make sure you have disengaged it. We do have some stabilizer underneath this fabric, and we'll just use the start stop button to give it a start here. And then as you sew, at any time, you can go ahead and touch the reverse button, and it will go ahead finishing the taper, and then you can use the thread snips to see the difference. So that means you can go all the way down your fabric or stop it at a much sooner position. You can have some fun. Can you imagine stopping and then pivoting 90 degrees and doing another one this way? It almost make its own picture frame by that starting and stopping here. Let's just do one more, and we'll do a different focus here. Let's go ahead, maybe a 30 degrees one way, and we'll do 30 degrees the other. How about another, just a quick little sampling? Push the start stop button. That will let you not have to step on that or hold that foot control down as you're sewing. Oh, this is a much faster stitch, I can tell already. And that's something nice when you do take the time to sew out your decorative stitches. You'll know which ones sew out quicker and which ones take a little bit more time. Look at the difference. And you can see that with all those different tapering degrees, you will have infinite opportunities to change and manipulate every stitch in this machine.